Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here with Retro Crypto. As usual, got another exciting video for you today. But before we get started, gotta cover this. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just an ordinary guy out there on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. It's essential that you do your own research. DYOR. Always do your own research before making any financial decisions. Now, with that said, I need you guys to be patient with me today. Next couple days, I have a severe toothache. I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow to have it surgically removed, and it is super, super painful. So, if I have to pause this video at any point and where's points, just bear with me, guys. I actually have like a little bag of ice sitting right here. It's like a put on my tooth. It's killing me. But just like the market is killing you guys right now, I'm sure. Um, it is kind of nice to see Hex there floating at what a 4.9%. So it's nice to see Hex up a little bit. But yeah, all right. So let's just get into this, guys. First things first. I have 896 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's took the time to hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do. Just hit that button. It only takes a second. And while you're at it, hit the like button. And the guys that have subscribed, always make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel out so much, and we can grow together. All right. Now, first things first, before we go into the technical analysis stuff with Bitcoin in the market, of course, that most definitely Hex. This caught my eye today earlier, and it really ticked me off. It's Coin360. Now, I used to use Coin360 all the time, and it says the unbiased live crypto data never falls into bias. Yeah, right. Do you know that Coin360 is not reporting Hex properly? Matter of fact, if you go back to my older videos, you'll see that Hex was always up on Coin360. I use it all the time. Well, I decided to stop using it because they're not reporting Hex anymore. And when I went to dig deeper, it says that they don't know what the market cap of Hex is. Now, we all know this is a lie. And this kind of carries over from the CoinMarketCap was the first CoinMarketCap was the first crypto tracking site that I knew that was not reporting it properly. And now Coin360, for whatever reasons, is not reporting it properly. But what I've decided is I want to create a campaign against this injustice to all Hexicans. All right, because actually this does hurt us. This hurts the whole project because when people log on to CoinMarketCap, like here, say I'm a novice and I know nothing about crypto, right? CoinMarketCap. I know nothing at all about crypto. I jump into CoinMarketCap. I scroll down. I'm going to look at the first 20, right? Most people only look at the first 10, but I'm going to say I'm looking at the first 20. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance, US dollar coin, XRP. I mean, XRP, guys. Cardano, Solana, Terra, Avalanche. And they're still scrolling. They've never even heard of Hex. All right. So you got a lot of people who are like, they think they know what they're talking about and they don't. And they never even heard of the project. So for somebody to say something negative about it, they're going to believe them. Why? Because if it was so good, why is it on page number? It's probably on page number 3. It's either page number 3 or page number 4. Let's see where it is. Let me scroll down. Should have had this ready as usual. I apologize. I think it's at the top of page number 3. Yeah, it's at page number 3. The market cap is 28456,785. Let me do this over. I'm sorry, guys. Remember, my tooth is killing me. 28,456,785,410. Now look at this. It's down here with the next one down is 5 billion. Okay, remember it's at 28 billion. So let's jump over to page 2 real quick. Did I do page 2? No, I did page 1. All right, so we're going to jump over to page 2, and we're going to see, just so you guys can get an idea of how ridiculous this is. Remember, it's got a 28 billion market cap. So on page 2, 200 millions. What? 28 billion to 200 millions? Huh? You guys see how it works now, market cap right here, the middle row. That's the joke of all this, and it needs to get corrected. And I think that Hexicans, if the market cap of Hex is what it is, and we know it is what it is, 28 billion, then I think that our voices should be heard, and it should be heard pretty loudly. That's a lot of people holding Hex out there, guys. So I kind of went on a tangent on Twitter. Now, if you're not following me on Twitter, you're watching this video right now, so you at least have respect me to some degree. Do me a favor. I want you to subscribe to my channel, and you don't need to subscribe to the channel. For Twitter, all you gotta do is follow my account. Okay, follow my account on Twitter, and you're gonna see where I took and put a post out there today about it. And I'm trying to get some steam behind it. That's why I'm double checking to see if anybody. All right, so far it has 3 likes. Once you go there, I need you to retweet this here. It's time for all Mexicans to stand in solidarity against false market cap reporting. Coin360 has been a culprit for over 1 month with no ramifications. If we support Hex and Richard Heart win, we should boycott this service until corrected. Please retweet. All you gotta do is hit there to retweet. Richard Heart win is Richard Heart's actual name. So when you go to follow him, which I'm sure you'll do once you create the account, make sure you're following the correct one. All right. So a lot of scammers. And then I put, if you're curious what is the true market cap of Hex, just visit Nomics, Crypto Bubbles, Coin Paprika, and Yahoo Finance. CoinMarketCap is the biggest corporate of them all. Hex should be in number 10 position now. Then you drop down another one, and then which crypto tracking service do you use? Are they Hex friendly? Don't need to sponsor NASCAR, even if it was cool. I misspelled that. Need Hex presented to everyone fairly. It's in the top 10. Please be honest and retweet. So I just want to get these tweets out there, and I figure if I got, let's see, there's 896 of you guys out there that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. But I figure out of the 896 of you, there's probably at least, if I'm lucky and blessed, there's 250 of you that watch me loyally. That's 250 retweets. And the synergy, I forgot the term for it, but everybody's removed by another person by I think it's every 6 people or 10 people. So everybody, you have contact with everybody in the world. If we're just going to use the number 10, but I think it's 6. And you've had contact with everybody in the world, by theory. And if you think about all the people you've met that you just walked past at an amusement park, at an airport, it's pretty crazy when you think about it like that. But, yeah, anyway, this means a lot. This is important to me. So please get on Twitter if you're not already there and get these 3 tweets retweeted. If you're not on Twitter, you are killing yourself. There's so much information out there on Twitter, guys. Like right now, I can just jump in here and just start seeing what's going on out there in the crypto world. There's just so much information, guys. Ignore all the pretty women. That's on me. And it depends thing, whatever. Anyway, you guys get the point. What was that? Depends. What was that about? Oh, that's just somebody trying to be funny. All right. Next, guys. Here we go. Nomics. Now, this is the one site that I mentioned that this was the first one that really exposed CoinMarketCap. It was about 2 or 3 years ago now that exposed what was really going on. I didn't even understand it. I didn't come to understand it, and I'm sorry, Hex is in the number 9 slot. Oh well, top 10 still. I didn't even understand what they meant by the market cap and all, and it was much more than just Hex back then. But yeah, you guys want to start using Nomics, guys. We need to support people who support Hex. Why? I believe in word of mouth for marketing. Word of mouth marketing is very powerful. And I also believe in I forgot the term. My tooth hurts right now. I also believe in what is it called? I believe in long story short, go to a restaurant, the service sucks. I'm not going back no more. I'll take my business elsewhere. Same thing for these guys. These guys, they function off of commercials and ads and memberships, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to support Hex properly. You don't want to give them the correct market cap. Guess what? It's got a $28 billion market cap. That's a lot of holders out there. If we stop using their service, they're forced to do what they're supposed to do. All right, point said. I think you guys understand. Let's go to some technical analysis. What does the market look like today? It looks like better than yesterday, but it still looks like crap. All right, now this is the overall total market cap. We broke through the one support line that we had here, so we're just going to remove this support. It's invalid now, and we're now resting at this. We didn't actually hit this strong support here. This is a very strong support at what is this at 1.648 trillion. Right now we're floating at like 1.719 trillion. Now this is the overall market cap. This is all crypto combined into one big bubble. All right. The volume was vicious yesterday, the day before, as you can see with the sell volume. It's settled down a little bit right now. The market is in a slight bullish territory. I'm sorry, the fear and greed indicator is definitely on the greed side of things right now. Not very strong though, very weak, very weak on the greed side of things. So basically, we're all fearful. I'm fearful right now. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I gotta pay my taxes. I'm in the U.S. and it's a car. It's a car. It's a decent chunk for taxes I gotta pay. And I was kind of panicking a little bit, but then I was like, wait a minute, I'm good. I'm Gucci. You know why? It's really simple, guys. It's so simple. I have a lot of pulse chain coming my way in the next couple months. When I say a lot, a lot. And I'm good. And then you kind of forget that your hex is going to, whatever you have in your Ethereum wallet, you're going to have in pulse chain. So I'm getting like double hex. I mean, I'm good. I'm good. You can't get sucked into the moment with the crypto world, guys. Long story short, stay strong up here because everybody wants what you have. Even Russia, Ukraine right now. When times were bad, Russia didn't want nothing to do with Ukraine. The Soviet Union, what Russia did was they pulled in tight, pull in who's closest to you. In Russia, the motherland of Russia, they pulled in. 30 plus years later, oh, Ukraine's doing okay. Well, you know what? We want Ukraine back now. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, but that's not getting to the geopolitical. It's a little bit more deep in depth with Ukraine, with gas, and then NATO, and there's a lot more to it. Make sure you guys know I understand that. But regardless, everybody wants what you have, and when you're the weakest up here is when they try to take advantage of you. So just try to hodl that line. Some things need to be sold, some things need to be held. All right. All right, let's take a look here at the market cipher chart. Then remember, this is my knockoff version. This is what I thought was huge. This is for the crypto. This is the overall crypto market cap. You'll see here that there are two manipulation signals right here. Two signals for manipulation. One on February 19th at 7 a.m. and one at 11 p.m. And that's UTC time, by the way, guys. Now, if you look up here, we'll see that we had a trend reversal for previous trend, and it was looking good, and then it just went downhill. And a lot of bearish continuations, short signal, bearish, just very bearish, sell kind of thing. Now, the good news is right down here at the bottom on the secondary chart, I see that there is a green dot down here. Now, that green dot symbolizes, make sure I tell you guys properly. The green dot symbolizes local market bottom, strong buy signal in uptrends, cautionary sound for shorters and downtrends, primary trigger on all time frames. So this is a good symbol right here, guys. All right. That means things are settling down. Looks like we're holding out 38,000 for Bitcoin right now. So with the geopolitical stuff, the Ukraine, the U.S., Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin have agreed to meet on principle about Ukraine. So they're going to talk about it. They're going to have to give some concessions probably. Vladimir has some good points about NATO approaching Russia. The U.S. and all other countries have a good point because you can't just take and annex countries, which means conquer them and take them back. I mean, you can't do that. That's the same as I said. That's like for us in the U.S. telling Puerto Rico, you know what, we're bankrupt. You guys can be on your own. Puerto Rico's successful as time goes on. Now we're going to say, no, Puerto Rico, you're coming back. What? That's my analogy for that one. But anyway. As you can tell my tooth hurts, so I'm kind of rambling. I'm sorry. But rambling too much, let me know in my comments. I'll cut back on it. Now, let's see here. Okay, we're going to go back up to these charts. So that's for the overall crypto market cap. Now, let's go to Bitcoin real quick, guys. Now, when you look at Bitcoin here, it looks horrible. We have fallen so much from grace. So far down. But remember that felt so good when we were up here. I had dreams. I was telling everybody at work I was going to get a Corvette. I'm still going to get one, just not this week because I don't got the money. All right, let's see here. The brand new Corvettes, by the way, they're pretty good looking. All right, so let's see. You can see right here where we have a strong resistance point right here. I thought Bitcoin was going to come all the way down to this resistance point, but it has not, which is good. That's a good thing. And that resistance point is at $36,662. Now, the next resistance point that I drew out comes back all the way over here, and that will be at 32,223. I think before the week is through, we're probably going to visit this one for a little bit for only one reason, and one reason alone. The U.S. has still not released the bill or however they're planning to approach the taxation and regulating of cryptocurrencies in the U.S., which affects me. So I think that's going to scare the crap out of the market. And even though it's probably worked into some degree, it's still, you're going to have that initial rush and that initial panic. And then the next level of good resistance will be at 29,223. I almost wanted to revisit that just so that we could say, fine, we're here. Now let's go back up. I almost want that, guys. So a lot of guys are predicting as low as 20,000. I don't think it's going to go that much further down than 20,000, but it's very possible. Well, like I said in my other video, I am still dollar cost averaging every day. This is when the money is made in the crypto world. That's what I meant to tell you guys. This is when you gain the knowledge and when the money is made, guys. When the market is red, when it looks, I'm going to jump back. When it looks like this, there's opportunity out there. You just got to know which one is a good opportunity. Like, I don't really mess with basic attention token anymore, but maybe that's a good opportunity for that one, you know? Look at Luna. Luna was just down 6 or 8 the other day. Now they're up 6. That's like 13-15% return. This is when the money's made, guys. You got to try to think outside the box. But you can't just pick anything like Avalanche. Avalanche has a lot of potential, and I'm hearing really good things for Avalanche. Sorry, I'm drifting away again here. Let's keep it going. Let's stay on track. All right. And no, I have no real pain meds in the U.S. because there's so many pill poppers here. It's next to impossible to get a true pain medication. Pill poppers are, guys, people that abuse prescription painkillers. But anyway, I could really use one though. Right now I'm just doing Tylenol. All right, so right now you'll see that these resistance lines are holding. This one here, that's a key one. The sell volume is starting to spike up a little bit over here though. And you can see right now it is definitely on the heavy oversold side of things for Bitcoin. And it is on the greed index right now. So we're actually on the greedy side of things. That's a good thing. All right. Let's look at the moving averages. How the moving averages look. They look absolutely horrible. Purple is 20-day. Green is 50-day. Orange is 100. Red is 200. And you can see one good thing that just happened here, though, is that you see that the 20-day is trying to move back over top of the 50-day. That's a good move. That's a very positive move. It's not going to make up for this huge death cross here, but it's to move in the right direction, so it gives a little bit of hope. Next thing we want to see is to see this when the 50-day start to curve its way up with the purple and work your way back past 100. You know the routine, but it's going to take some time. But it's really simple way to read these charts, see what the moving average is, because the 20-day, you want that to be on top of everything, and then the 50-day, then 100, then the 200. And when different ones are crossing, it shows you how volatile the market is. Having the 200-day completely wipe out everything, that's not good. All right. All right, the RSI for Bitcoin, like I said before, it's definitely an oversold part of things. Now the MACD is showing it in a bearish trend right now, which doesn't really matter. I mean, until it starts making big moves like this, it's just very, I wouldn't even worry about the MACD right now. All right, let's look at it on a market cipher. Now, this is for Bitcoin. What? Manipulation again. And this is on a 4-hour chart, guys. I don't even know what the 2-hour look like. Let's take a peek. 2-hour has manipulation also. All right, so in that 4-hour chart, it's showing that there is manipulation in the market somewhere. And these manipulation points keep coming up. So I think there is manipulation of some type going on. But you'll see here that there was a trend reversal of the previous trend, and it went up just a hair and crashed down ever since then. A lot of bearish continuations, signal to short sell, sell, as Jim Cramer would say. Yeah, it's not looking real strong. But like I said, the part that really has my attention is these manipulation markers here. And you got to remember, they still want your Bitcoin, guys. Never forget that. Don't get confused. It's a limited supply. It's a finite supply. That's why exchanges run low on it. They want your Bitcoin. I had somebody at work talking about that the other day, which was kind of amazing because I was like, well, this is an advanced conversation. But, you know, people are aware. I just talked to my mother in Florida. She's retired. She was like, no, cryptocurrency is going to be the future. And I was into it since December 2017. And let me tell you, I remember sitting at their kitchen table on vacation like 3.5 years ago going, hey, just give me 10 grand and I'll invest it for you. I'm telling you, that 10 grand would have been roughly like 2.3 Bitcoins. It was around 4,000, give or take then. I love rubbing it in too, but that's a whole other subject. But it's all in good fun. My parents support me very much so. And my passions. All right, so let's go to Hex. This is what we really are here to talk about. And I'm babbling today. I'm in a weird mood. I think I'm really happy that something's getting done with this too. It's been killing me forever. All right, so we're on this downtrend, which again, this chart is off. I don't know why. Hold on one second, guys. This part of the chart is off. It just drags out further. Let's fix up my chart again. That comes out to here. That'll bring you to here. Okay. All right, guys. So remember, every time that the market does these crazy crashes on us, always drag the chart all the way out. And then it changes your whole perspective. I mean, just a year on March. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it real. On February 22nd of 2021, Hex was going for, I don't even know if it's got it charted. It's so low. A negative 0.023. How can it be negative? What? Does that make sense? Oh, I understand. I see. Sorry. So February 22nd. Let's get this right. This is kind of cool. It's too cool. All right. Hex was going for 0.01. It was going for a penny. 1 penny exactly. 1 year ago. 1 year ago from today, Hex is going for 1 penny. That means that you invested it last year. Today, your penny be worth 16 cents. That is awesome. That's mad. That's crazy awesome. So always drag out that chart. Only crypto people can be like, what? I didn't get it 100% in 6 months? In a month? You know what I mean? Traditional investing, 10% a year on stocks. You did good. That's the way it goes. But all right, so now this downtrend, remember Hex has been on a downtrend forever since September 18th. But the one beautiful thing is that the support line has held. Now this is where it gets weird though, and I'm a little nervous. Like I was panicking about the support line the other day, and you see this line of support is still holding. It's holding strong, but it's got to give at some point, right? Let me make sure this support lines I approve of is where it's laid at right now. Just to be sure, because this chart seems, boom. Yep, this is good. This is a good spot of support generally. We could probably actually take it down just a hair to right about there. And we can go a little bit lower. All right, so its current line of support, because you can see it hit here multiple times. You want to see it hit at least 3 times. And then there's other points along the way where it came down to it and went back up. So yeah, that's where our support line is laid right now. If you disagree, let me know. But what's the support line laid where it is? Let me get this so I can actually read this. Sorry, guys. With the support line laid where it is, we're bouncing right above it, though. It's nothing to brag about, but we have not broken that support line, which is kind of amazing, kind of cool, which leads us inside this wedge. I have a little theory about this wedge, and basically, I'm predicting that right now it's February 19th, there's March 19th, and then there is April 19th. So between now and April 30th, something's got to give, because as it's bouncing around in this wedge, and I use wedge as actually there is something similar that I'm going to show you in a minute. You'll see that it's bouncing around there, and why am I pointing at the screen? Duh. As you see that it's bouncing around this wedge, if it breaks out on the upward, great. Or it's going to have to break down, but it has to go one way or the other. And that's the key to these wedges. And right now, it's just staying perfectly in the middle. Now, granted, it's a very large, drawn-out wedge, but regardless, it's right in the middle of that wedge. All right? Now, over here, I don't know if some of you guys remember I had this drawn out the other day. This is kind of cool because it broke through it, and then I said, you know, we're going to redo it. And look at it. We've managed to stay back in it again. So hopefully it'll ride in the middle of this and eventually pop its way out. But this gives we use the trend lines like this. I forgot the term. I'm sorry, but it's a great way to watch because you want to see what is it doing, and it's a way to keep track of it. And when you see it break over the top, you know that okay, we're on an uptrend now. If it breaks this down the lower line, you know we're definitely on a downtrend line. All right. But yeah, it's still Hex is bouncing around in there, so that's coolness. That's very cool. All right, I gotta hurry up. I'm babbling too much. I can see it now. All right, Hex is showing that it's actually on the greedy side of things on a fear and greed chart. I think we already covered the moving averages with Hex, did we? All right, moving averages with Hex. Hex had a horrible bear cross up here. There is nothing to talk about with Hex. It's definitely in a bear market as far as the moving averages. Moving averages are horrible. It goes from 200 to 100 to 50 to 20. Horrible moving averages for Hex right now. But no fears because we know Hex is going to explode. RSI it's neutral. So if you want to buy some today, it's not a bad point to buy it, honestly. On the MACD, it does have a slight bullish trend kicking in, but nothing to brag about. Trust me on that one. Bollinger Band, it was on the very oversold side of things, but it looks like it's drifting up towards the middle. And yeah, Hex, according to the market cipher chart, also has manipulation. So that's the overall crypto market chart. Bitcoin and Hex, they all have indicators showing that there's manipulation in the market right now. So something to be very aware of. And you'll see here that Hex actually has a little bit of green going on. So maybe, okay, so remember, this symbol here says if you're shorting it, you may want to rethink that you're shorting. You want to I'll read it again to you guys. That way I don't steer you the wrong direction. Local market bottom, strong buy signal in uptrends, continuation sign for shorters and downtrends, cautionary sign, sorry, primary trigger or all time frames. So, yeah, I think Hex is settled where it is. It may not be going lower, guys. That's a very good sign right there. We'll have to see what happens, though. All right. All right, PulseX lead, PulseX sacrifice period. With the what do you call it? The volume bonus that's over. It's done with. This is the total that's been sacrificed thus far, and then it should be ending very soon on February 25th. So at this point, the only thing that it just costs more to get, but the volume bonus part is done. That's gone. If you were to sacrifice $8, actually, if you were to sacrifice for the freedom of speech and the freedom of movement, it would be 10,000 points for $8.15. Wow, man, that baby took off. Time flies, though, doesn't it? I remember it was just like yesterday, January 10th, when we started. But yeah, but that's it for this video, guys. Remember, make sure that you guys go ahead and get on Twitter. You should already be there if you're not. Make sure you follow me and make sure you get my tweets retweeted. I would appreciate it so much. And I'm going to know I'm going to know right away if I got some support out there, guys. So please support me. My tooth needs you. All right. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure if you're not a subscriber that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most of all, keep all your teeth. All right, guys. Peace out.